Jags and the Jets, two of the top teams in the AFC, take on each other.
It's the AFC Wildcard round on EA Sports. As we'll see Baker Mayfield and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Deshaun Watson and the New York
This should be
Jets.
interesting. Battle of Brown
In a
quarterbacks.
handful of times since his franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage.
Second year in a row, Jaguars in that division. They've sucked
between the
all
New
years
York
before
Jets
that.
and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Baker Mayfield, what a good year for him. Last year they lost to the Raiders in the first round. The Jets, the best team in the AFC.
Hello everyone, welcome
did
to the
lose
postseason
17
on
games
EA
to the
Sports
Bills.
alongside Charles Davis.
And the Bills stole the 1 seed from them. The Bills got the 1 seed. The Jets had the 1 seed all season up till that last point. And the Bills stole it. Or the Jets beat the Jags. Oh.
Level will be off the charts. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return is he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. It's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you put in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield being chased out left. To the left side, it's complete. It'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Forced out to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
At the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. Big play there. 32 yards. And the Jaguars will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
On first down, Watson. It's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return will stop right around the 25. They could not ask for a real start. You give up a touchdown in the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. With a second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But it's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to heat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Watson on first down.
Oh my.
Nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Here's Watson. Jaguar pressure on a Jaguars side.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
In a wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Mayfield.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position, and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket. No reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Titans next year.
Give them a couple trouble on the scramble. It's second down. Now Mayfield. Will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively, you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando to check in with... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't run that one in. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Pratt. Past the 20.
Pratt is like
big play there on the catch and run.
He's like the
Looks like the jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Deshaun Watson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here the opening minute of the third quarter. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield.
And the Jets pressure 2 matches. Down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I would guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Mayfield. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's third down. A big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So here we go, Charles. Third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Mayfield to throw. And it is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 5. Less than 90 seconds to go. It's got to be a touchdown here, and that won't be easy. On the road in the playoffs as they've got it with a first down. To throw, Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Watson to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Pratt. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Watson. Wide open receiver.
Touchdown, the lead.
He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Now Watson. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Uprange, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now, they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps.
It's trouble! It's trouble again! The Jets will recover!
Jets have recovered. And this defense has broken it.
Wow.
As they return to
Jets,
the house
what a
for
win. 37 seconds left. It's likely
defense. You
over.
force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Watson now to throw, and his throw is incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive.
Just do it. This is caught. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Now the middle, and it's complete.
Wow.
Yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Sanders on for the extra point.
Oh, James 10.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away. Maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And the Jets are heading to the divisional round.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.